Welcome back to the Varkha Cholani channel. Today is the day of continuing to build emotional muscle. If you recollect, in my previous episode, I spoke about cognitions and exemplified it with an example of a tiger entering the shoot arena. If you remember, I said that as soon as the tiger entered, I was terrified, I was fearful, I took action and ran behind a place to save myself from being eaten up by the tiger. I felt fearful, and that's what I described as having fears or feelings which are transient and momentary and usually pass off when real danger goes away. But if you also remember, I continued to feel anxious, and I said at the basis of all anxiety was cognition. So, feelings are temporary and transient and pass. Emotions are sustained and enduring and stay. And I am going to talk about cognitions because cognitions are at the basis of all sustained emotions. So I go back to the example of the tiger. If you remember, I was in the shoot, a tiger entered, I felt extremely frightened or fearful. Somebody thankfully tamed the tiger and led him away. I began to feel my fear dissipate as the danger evaporated or as the danger went by. But after a while, I began to recognize that my heart was still racing, I was having palpitations, my BP was increasing. Slowly but surely, my fear had transitioned into an anxiety. And at the basis of anxiety, as I repeat myself, was a cognitive element. I said, for the layperson, I will explain cognitions in a very simple word as thinking. What is thinking? When I saw the tiger, I thought to myself, or rather, when I remembered seeing the tiger, I thought to myself, oh God, how lucky I was. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. What if someone had not been able to tame the tiger? Would I have really survived? Or would he have mauled me and shredded me to pieces? These cognitions sustained my emotion of anxiety. So, cognition is nothing but thinking. And how do human beings think? We think in three ways. We think in language, we think in pictures, and we think in symbols. Let me explain again. Language is nothing but sentences and words that we keep talking to ourselves. Yes, we all talk to ourselves. No, that's not being crazy. That's being actually very normal and human. The only time we will stop talking to ourselves is when we are literally dead. We talk to ourselves so fast that many a time we are not even aware what we talk to ourselves. The speed of talk is literally like lightning, in a flash, and it's gone. Many of us therefore find it extremely hard to recognize our cognition because the speed of our talk in monologues to ourselves is literally like the flash of lightning. Then we never talk complete sentences to ourselves. We talk in fill in the blanks, in incomplete sentences. And more often than not, we don't even talk sentences. We sometimes just talk singular words. Ew, yuck, fuck, ouch, oh gosh. These are all words, but all these words connote a certain meaning. So one part of cognition is language, where we talk so quickly that we're not aware of what we talk to ourselves. We never talk complete sentences, and we talk in encapsulated small thought shorthand. That's one aspect of cognition, language. The second aspect of cognition is imagination. What we imagine or what we think in terms of pictures. We are better than MFSN. We paint colorful, vivacious, vivid pictures, but we also paint very dull, dreary and insipid and lifeless pictures. So our mind construes and constructs many aspects of pictures and many ideas of imagination, and that is another form of cognition. And then of course we are sign and symbol creatures where we imagine rectangles, circles, squares, etc. And that is another aspect of cognition too. When I saw the tiger, there was a real danger, but as the danger was taken away, my fear ought to have subsided. But instead, I found myself continuing to think and continuing to talk something about that tiger. What was that? Oh gosh, I escaped by the skin of my teeth. What if someone was not there and they had not been able to rescue me? I would have been mauled and completely shredded to pieces. This language sustained my emotion and created anxiety. I didn't only stop there. I actually imagined a vivid scene of the tiger literally mauling me and shredding me and having his hearty meal. That picture sustained my anxiety. And symbolically, I pictured myself in a casket. You can see that all these three aspects, language, imagery, and symbolic thinking, were the fulcrum to my anxiety. It's very important for us as human beings to recognize the cognitions that hover around our head to sustain emotions. And in my next episode of continuing to build emotional muscle, I'm going to delve slightly deeper into cognition. Till then, thank you for tuning in and watching the Varka Chulani channel. If you like what you see, please do hit the like button and share my video and continue to subscribe to my channel. Till then, goodbye.